everybody, it's Friday. Okay, so I know I've been kind of intermittent with this case, but okay, let me just say that I don't think the prosecution has a case against this guy. Now, I changed my opinion because at first I was ready to go in and say that he was a cop and should have acted in a certain way and all the other things, right? Because as a normal thinking human being, I'm thinking, okay, your job is to be a police officer. If your job is a police officer, you go toward the danger and that's what you do, okay? Along with other things. But for this case and purposes, your job is to go toward the danger. And I thought that he didn't go toward the danger. So that's what I thought initially. Well, this is day number 9. And let me just say, this case has been a cluster F from the beginning. Okay? Um, and the sad part about it is, well, there's two sad parts, obviously. Number one, obviously, is loss of life. I never liked that. But number two is, if this guy is convicted, then he could face at least 50 years in prison. Okay? This is huge. And the reason I say this case is a cluster is because, and this is as of day 8 was yesterday. I said, I don't think they have the case. I don't think they have enough evidence against this guy to prove he should have gone in or he didn't do anything. And I further believe that they don't have enough evidence. And I think that he did everything he was supposed to do as quickly as possible. I mean, I thought there was a large gap of time between the announcing of the incident and him going in. Well, it wasn't. It was only 25 seconds, which I know in an emergency situation, every second counts, but it's 25 seconds. It's not like 5 minutes or something, or even hours. Also, which I didn't know until now, there were 3 other officers who could have gone in, and they didn't go in either. Or they waited extremely a long time before they did. So if you're going to punish one, shouldn't you punish all of them? Okay, so, oh boy. I don't know how many witnesses there were today because I didn't watch the whole day of testimony. However, I started in the afternoon after they came back from the lunch break. And, okay, so there's a witness on the stand. And you have to understand that he's for the prosecution because the defense hasn't started their case yet. Okay, so this guy is named Hill, Officer Hill, right? Okay, now I have to say, and then sometimes I'm going to say something else Hill because there are 2 Hills. The other Hill is Randy Hill, but this guy, I think his name is Nick. But anyway, he's Officer Hill. And this Officer Hill claims that, Adrian Gonzalez, who is the defendant, should have gone in and had a clear line of sight. And it got to the point where I didn't believe a word he said. And I definitely think he was going into CYA mode. Now, I use this turn of phrase a lot. So when I say CYA, I mean cover your mode. Okay? He definitely went into that because he started out and he's a white dude. And I mean white. Okay? So he started out normal, and then as the testimony progressed, he became redder and redder and redder. Okay? That was number 1. Number 2, his case, like his evidence, changed at least twice. at least. So that to me signifies a logical thinking person signifies he's lying somewhere. Okay, because if you're consistent with your information, it's going to be consistent no matter how many times they ask you that. No matter how many ways they ask you that, it's going to be consistent. It's not going to change. It's not going to change. So the fact that he changed his testimony at least twice in, I'd say about 2 hours or 2 or so hours, that means there's something wrong here. Oh, and then also, I talked about in the very beginning of it, like when this case started, I said on day 2 there might have been a Brady violation, and they could have said no more trial due to the Brady violation. But then I said, well, they could have fixed it by saying we have more evidence. Remember that? Okay, now this is another Brady violation because apparently there's some report that should have been turned over, and it wasn't turned over. It was not turned over because he said, oh, this report should have been turned over. He literally said that. I was like, what? Huh? Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It was just, it's bad. It's really, really, really bad. Okay? When I'm sitting here watching the testimony and my jaw is on the floor and going, what? That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any logical sense. And then when I see his face changing colors and he's stammering, and then I swear to God, there was one moment in the trial where he was smiling when the defense was asking him a question. He was smiling. And the attorney says, why are you smiling? He says, I wasn't smiling. I'm like, yes, you were. I watch facial expressions. I watch it all. This guy is like, wow. Wow. You're just going to have to see this day 9 for yourself. And hopefully you'll see what I saw because I can't even describe it. I mean, I'm trying to, but I know I'm not doing it justice because it's so bad. So bad. It's so bad. It makes me want to throw things. Wow. And to think an innocent guy who was just trying to do his job, who wasn't really even hired at that school, you know, he did the best he could, and he might go to prison for a long time for something he didn't do. I'm not okay with that. All right, bye everybody.